The hidden truth your pupils reveal, what they're really showing. Introduction. Windows to the soul, they say. The eyes never lie. You may smile politely, nod in agreement, or choose words carefully to protect your true feelings. But your pupils, they reveal what's unspoken. They expand in wonder, contract in discomfort, and shift with every emotional wave that touches your inner world. For centuries, poets and philosophers have called the eyes the windows to the soul. But today, science has joined hands with ancient wisdom, proving that our pupils reflect far more than light. They reflect love, fear, desire, truth, and even the deepest wounds we try to hide. In this journey, we will uncover what your pupils are really showing, why they shift in ways beyond your control, and how you can use this hidden truth to understand yourself and others on a more profound level. Most importantly, you'll walk away with practical insights you can use at home to deepen your relationships, manage emotions, and awaken a more mindful way of living. Part 1. The science behind pupils and emotion. Let's begin with the basics. The pupil is simply the black circle at the center of your eye, controlling how much light enters. In a dim room, your pupils widen to let more light in. In bright light, they shrink to protect your vision. That's the surface explanation. But here's where it becomes fascinating. Pupils don't only respond to light, they respond to feelings. When you're attracted to someone, your pupils often dilate. When you're anxious or threatened, they may constrict. When you're deeply focused, they subtly shift. In fact, researchers have found that pupil size can reveal stress levels, cognitive effort, emotional arousal, and even truthfulness. Why? Because your pupils are connected to your autonomic nervous system, the same system that controls heartbeat, breathing, and fight or flight responses. You cannot consciously command them. They reveal what you might not dare to say aloud. Part 2. The emotional language of pupils. Now, let's go deeper. What exactly do your pupils reveal? 1. Attraction and connection. When you see someone you're drawn to, whether romantically, emotionally, or even intellectually, your pupils naturally widen. This happens because your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the chemicals of pleasure and bonding. The expansion signals openness, curiosity, and interest. That's why lovers often feel mesmerized by each other's eyes. It's not imagination, it's biology. 2. Fear and anxiety. In moments of fear, your pupils may expand dramatically, preparing your vision to take in more of the environment. But in chronic anxiety, they sometimes constrict, as if the body is bracing itself. This subtle shift often betrays the unease someone is carrying, even if their words say, "I'm fine." 3. Dishonesty and hidden emotions. While no single cue is absolute, studies suggest that lying or hiding truth often triggers micropupil changes. The effort of creating a false story, combined with the emotional discomfort of deception, creates stress responses that your pupils can't fully conceal. 4. Wonder and inspiration. Think of the last time you saw a breathtaking sunset, a child's laughter, or a work of art that moved you. Chances are your pupils widened without you realizing it. This expansion reflects awe, the mind's natural state of openness when confronted with beauty. Part 3. Why this matters in everyday life. Understanding pupils isn't just a party trick. It's a gateway to deeper empathy and authenticity in your daily life. In relationships, noticing pupil shifts can reveal unspoken emotions, your partner's hidden worries, or your child's silent excitement. In conversations, it can help you sense truth beyond words. In self-reflection, it can show you how your body reacts to thoughts you might not even be conscious of. Imagine being able to sense when someone truly feels safe with you, not because they said so, but because their very eyes softened and opened. That awareness can transform not just relationships, but your entire approach to human connection. Part 4. The deeper cause. Why pupils reveal the soul. So, Why do pupils matter so much? Because they bypass control. We live in a world where people hide behind masks, polite smiles, careful words, curated social media posts. But the pupils belong to an older truth, the body's language. They speak directly from the nervous system, from the subconscious. In other words, when your pupils change, it is your soul speaking through biology. This is why so many people describe falling in love as getting lost in someone's eyes. What they're really saying is, I saw the truth of their being, beyond the masks. Asterisk Part 5. Practical ways to apply this knowledge at home. Let's move from insight to action. How can you use this wisdom in your everyday life? 1. Strengthen relationships when speaking to your spouse. Notice their pupils. Do they widen when you talk about certain dreams, memories, or plans? That's a clue to what moves their heart. Pay attention, and you'll learn to speak more directly to what inspires them too. Parenting with awareness. Children often lack words to describe their feelings, but their pupils reveal excitement, fear, or unease. As a parent, watching their eyes can help you catch what's unsaid and create a space of safety. 3. Self-reflection. Next time you meditate, look into a mirror and observe your pupils as you recall different emotions. Notice how they shift. This practice builds emotional awareness and connects you with your subconscious truth. 4. Communication and trust. If you want to build trust, maintain eye contact in conversations. Your pupils will naturally sync with the emotional tone of the dialogue, creating a resonance the other person can feel even if they don't consciously understand it. 5. Managing stress at home. Stress often causes pupils to constrict. By noticing this in yourself, you can pause, breathe, and calm your nervous system before reacting. A simple practice: inhale deeply for 4 counts, exhale for 6. Over time, you'll notice your eyes and your spirit relaxing. Asterisk Part 6. A spiritual perspective beyond biology. Pupils carry a spiritual symbolism. In many traditions, the pupil is considered the portal of inner light, the place where the soul gazes outward. Mystics speak of seeing God in the eyes of another, a reminder that every connection is sacred. When your pupils dilate in awe, it's not only a nervous system response, it's your soul awakening to beauty. When they shrink in fear, it's not only survival instinct, it's your inner self bracing against pain. To study pupils is not just to study science. It's to study truth, vulnerability, and the tender reality of being human. Asterisk Part 7. Stories that bring this to life. A couple rediscovering love. A husband once noticed his wife's eyes shining when she spoke about a childhood dream. For years, he overlooked it, but when he started paying attention, he realized what made her soul come alive. It saved their marriage. Parent and a child. A mother noticed her son's pupils shrink whenever she mentioned a certain school subject. It wasn't laziness, it was fear. By seeing the truth, she helped him find the confidence he needed. The power of self-awareness. A man battling anxiety realized his pupils would tighten before panic set in. By noticing this cue, he learned to breathe early, preventing full-blown attacks. These are not miracles. They are everyday awakenings, made possible by noticing the hidden language of the eyes. Conclusion. The awakening within. So now you know, your pupils are more than a response to light. They are silent storytellers of your inner world. They reveal love when words hesitate, fear when lips say, I'm fine, and wonder when the soul feels touched by beauty. The hidden truth your pupils reveal is not meant to expose you. It's meant to connect you, to remind you that beneath every guarded word is a vulnerable human heart, seeking to be seen. And perhaps that is the deepest lesson. When we dare to look into another's eyes, not just glance, but truly look, we see the person they are beyond the mask. And in that moment, connection is born. If this journey resonated with you, I invite you to continue walking this path of awareness and growth. Support Awaken Mindset by subscribing, sharing, and joining our community. Every time you do, you're not just supporting a channel, you're helping awaken a culture of deeper connection, truth, and compassion. Because when eyes meet, souls awaken. And that awakening begins with you.